So, hello everybody. My name is Jeff Salmon. For those who don't know, and for those who returning to join us, thank you for coming back. I'm here with Natalie Harvey, Travis Fowler, and Mike Murphy as we develop our ideas and our cartoons together. They're all unique personal ideas that we've been developing on our own and helping each other kind of bring to fruition. A big part of what we're doing is trying to make sure the artists are as involved and known to the fans as, say, the voice actors and the directors and the people involved, because it's our creativity and their creativity that really drives the heart of these shows. So you can follow us around the web on Facebook, you can follow us on Twitch, on Twitter, on Instagram, or YouTube as Twitch Pixel or Twitch Pixel Studios. Just have a search around on the web for us, and I will periodically put up all of our artists' information for their streams and their channels as well. Right now you can get Nerd Natalie on Instagram and on Twitter. You can get Gigi Strato from Mike Murphy on Instagram and Twitter. You can get Travis Fowler Art on Instagram, or Travis Fowler 21. Oh, is that 31? 31, right?
31.
Yeah, Travis Fowler 31 on Twitter. And I am Jay Salmonin on Instagram and Jay Salmonin on Twitter. All one word. So, we're here to talk to you guys about animation, so feel free to join in the chat. We even already have Kyla Hill coming in. Oh, hi! Right off the bat. Nice. Yeah, so we're here to kind of like share our experience and what we've done over the years and what we're working on now with you guys. So feel free to join the chat. You can hit us up on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch as we're streaming simultaneously to all of them, and we have an integrated chat for them. Or you can join our Discord channel. But without further ado, I'll let the guys talk a little bit about what they're working on today, and we'll just get to drawing. So they went that. Kyla's name wrong in the chat. And Mike, what are you working on today? Did I miss Mike? Where'd he go?
Oh, hello. How about now?
There we go.
Hello.
There we go.
So I'm in a D&D group, and I am an artist, and they know that. And I have been putting off drawing their characters for about a month now. And if I don't show progress, rocks fall and I might die.
Playful DM, I see.
Like you do.
Yeah.
And what are you working on today, Travis?
I'm working on some storyboard thumbnails for one of my pilots, Dungeon Flipper, fantasy real estate show.
I love it.
Fantasy real estate, such a clever idea. And it's a musical too, right? Don't forget that part.
That's right. Yep, got musical numbers.
That's right. And I'm actually just gonna pop my screen over to my actual work interface. I'm gonna be working on a bunch of textures today. We purchased assets for kit bashing a bunch of the environments for Unicorn Dick, but I'm going through and doing some customizations to them, make them look a little more hand-drawn, give them some black outlining, kind of that thick comic book style. So I'm just gonna be basically working on that today. It's not too exciting, but yeah.
Exciting, but not too exciting.
So without further ado, if anyone wants to chime in or just talk or ask questions about what we're working on or just talk about comics and pop culture, let us know. That's what we want to do. Speaking of which, we were just talking about before the stream that, what was it called, Travis? I can never
that Doro Hetero
on Netflix.
show on
Yeah.
Netflix. I still haven't watched, actually sat down. It seems pretty far out.
I was stoked on it, how well they got the classic 80s anime vibe in the 3D animation, even though it looks 2D.
Yeah, the manga artists, all the art for the manga I see looks particularly good looking.
Yeah.
Very, that kind of like 80s style, like you mentioned.
He just nailed it out of the park, and that's actually like the era I got into anime. So for me, it's like nostalgia override.
I'll have to watch it then. So kind of like Akira vibes, or like...
In the look and style, I haven't actually watched it yet, but in the look and style for sure, it's got the Akira kind of Ghost in the Shell era vibe.
Yeah.
Do not like YouTube. Hey.
Ooh. What color Dragonborn are they?
Black.
Ooh, I forget
And
what
they're
is that,
from
poison?
acid, and they're also from this coven that was like worshiping mind flayers. So he's got a little bit of purple going on too. I just
What are all the different characters for your campaign?
I play a changeling artificer, and then we have a Dragonborn monk, like I said, a half-elf bard, and a Furbolg barbarian.
Furbolg?
A Furbolg, yeah, and I didn't know if you don't know this, Furbolgs can go invisible for a turn.
Oh, really?
And I found that out when he disappeared with 1 HP in front of a boss and then recklessly attacked and landed a 20. So he came out of he came out of invisibility and cleaved the boss in two. And we've almost died. We had a deadly encounter at level 3. And
Oh, yeah, you got wiped or.
no, none of us died to a deadly encounter, and I got knocked down, like KO'd below my HP bar. Let's see. I rolled 3 d20s in a row for my death saves.
Oh,
So
jeez.
I got up. Each time I'd get up, it was crazy. We had about like 86 viewers watching that, and they're like, no fucking way. And I had to ask the DM, like, did you fuck with my dice? He's like, I can on roll 20. I'm like, so literally 1 in 8,000. Man, if I had just been in fucking Vegas, God.
No shit, eh? Some streaks I've had playing D&D. Whew.
Say again?
Said some streaks that I had playing D&D. Damn, wish that was in Vegas.
Yeah.
Some streaks that I play in D&D, I definitely don't want to be in Vegas.
Oh, no, more often than not, dice are not your friend in most cases. It's amazing, like, I'm not...
D&D in Vegas.
Yeah, I'm not generally a superstitious person, but when it comes to D&D dice, there's cursed D20s, I swear. D20s.
Oh yeah.
Which I guess then makes me a superstitious person, but only in that one respect.
Well, I mean, you have evidence to support your claim, right? That's
I do.
more of a science
Just keep
than a religion, right? Like that's how that works, right?
See, the chat movement is just the software for our music telling us what next song's playing. Travis is moving. We're now moving. What? You gonna move next, Mike?
Oh,
I'm also moving.
Oh, you are too. Oh shit! All
Oh,
of us are
really?
moving. Where you? Yeah, where you going?
I'm getting a little closer to campus.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'm not stoked because it's been pushed back a week because it rained for a week straight here.
Oh jeez, we're getting rain right now
Like, I'm not in Seattle. Why is this happening?
though. You guys are not prepared for that precipitation.
Well, I'm in Kansas, so we're kind of prepared for fucking
Yeah, okay.
anything happening. But it's not very high on our list. This I'm gonna rain for
I can imagine.
a week.
And the place I'm hoping to move to, well, for one, is like right next to my office that I work in, but also like my friends are gonna be, some of my old friends are gonna be moving in the same complex, so we could like,
Sweet.
I don't know,
That's
be closer, I
awesome.
guess. That'll be fun. Just be able to like, go a few doors down and hang out with my bud.
We used to live in an apartment just like that. All our friends got apartments in the same building. It was great. It was
Nice.
probably not great for the landlords at the time because we were all young teenagers just out of high school.
Oh.
It wasn't that bad. Y'all got super quiet.
Yes.
I was remembering college times. Oh wait, that's now.
I was trying to figure out, do I need this to be an up shot or a down shot? Just erasing it.
Need this an up dog or a down dog?
What's up?
What's up,
No, that's not it at all. What is he talking about? Do you know what he's talking about? Oh. It's yoga?
Oh yeah, there's downward dog. Upward.
Oh, Kyla's asking what you're working on, Natalie. I've bounced around so many times on whether I want to call it that. I was thinking like Unicorn Dick Private Investigations, Unicorn Dick Detective Agency.
I just like Unicorn Dick though. Like
I
it's
know, right? But at
I
the same
love
time,
Unicorn Dick.
We of course, I know you do. That's I did it just for you, Mike.
Have you seen Unicorn Dick yet?
I mean, I've been to a Cerulus. I know what a Unicorn Dick looks like.
Have you all caught up on your Unicorn Dick? No.
This
Yeah, I don't know.
is
It's hard to
Unicorn
find.
Dick. Down on his luck. I remember Eric Bra reading all of the.
Yeah, narration for it.
Working title.
If it ain't broke.
What if it's just Unicorn Dick working title?
That's the actual name of the show.
The end result is just working title. It's kind of like regular show, I guess, where it's just like that had to have been like a attempt name that they just stuck with.
Kyla likes Unicorn Dick. See, the thing, it's an adult show that I've been working on originally, and I keep bouncing around in my head. Do we want to make it like full-on adult or allow like 16 plus and everything? But I think people of our age group would still watch something this adorable if it's crass and hilarious. You know what I mean?
I mean, I watched Adventure Time.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like trying to get the audience who
I
used
watched
to love and
Midnight
watch
Gospel.
Adventure Time.
I mean, Midnight Gospel capitalizes on that. You've got like Adventure Time type stuff, and like a butt plug is like
That's right.
enters the phrase, so it's a real thing.
But I mean, I don't know. What do you think, Kyle? Do you think Unicorn Dick's okay? And would you watch an adorable show that's like meant for adults only? That's like cutesy characters like you see Natalie drawing? I'm always interested to hear what people have to say. Because like some people are like, that sounds stupid. Some people are like, that's so rad.
That sounds stupid.
Well, some of the professionals I've tried to pitch it to are just like, no, it's a bad idea. No adult's gonna watch that. I'm like, but there's Agrisecto on Netflix now. Literally the most like Flash cutout style adorable characters. You know, like.
Yeah.
And again, like you said,
Yeah.
people watch Adventure Time who are adults, right? Like.
I mean,
Yeah.
Are these
feels a bit
professionals-
short-sighted.
are these professionals that you're talking to by default because they've been in it for a long time,
Yes, yeah.
who might be out of touch with the current generation and what they really want to watch? Not saying that that is totally what's
Yeah.
happening, but
I'm sure have like a semblance idea. I think it's more that they look at things from the buyer's perspective, what the buyer's going to want to buy.
Yeah.
And the
they're
problem,
very business oriented.
yeah, and they're going to want things that hit the most broad audience. But in my opinion, what Twitch Pixel's trying to do is find small niche audiences, because that's the way things are now. It's not the way it used to be. There's no Nielsen families anymore, guys. You know?
I need a smaller audience to fan service. I can't keep up with what's
Yeah.
hot.
And I'd
Yeah,
also
yeah.
want to make sure I have a more dedicated, passionate audience, so I can make stuff that they absolutely love and we love, you know, and let those audience drive the longevity of something, opposed to like the Firefly Syndrome getting canceled because there wasn't enough viewers that Thursday.
Oh, it was not canceled because of that. It was canceled because it was anti-government. It was on Fox.
No, yeah, good point.
Oh yeah, Tuca and Birdie's getting a second season on Adult Swim. That's exciting.
What is?
Tuca and Birdie.
I haven't seen
So
it.
they got picked up.
Oh really? Yeah, because I really enjoyed it because it's from the person who did the character designs for BoJack Horseman. It's her show.
Oh, nice.
But it was really great, and then they immediately canceled it. And so I was glad that Adult Swim
Swooped in.
doing what Adult Swim does and giving second life to shows.
Or life to shows that shouldn't ever have lived.
Ass to be
Tim
Kyla's
Tim
like,
and
I
Eric.
feel like there are a lot of cute adult cartoons now. I totally agree. I mean, technically Rick and Morty's adorable in a lot of cases. You know, it's that style of cutesy big eye stuff.
Also, Solar Opposites.
Yeah, Solar Opposites too. And Final Space, for instance, too. Although I feel like Final Space
Oh,
could
yeah,
be
yeah.
a young teen kind of show, you know?
So yeah, the analogy I often think about for things like this is like, as a person who works in a lot of mainstream like kind of animation mindset, is like a lot of I think network executives and stuff. They're trying to be they're in a cake competition, and they keep trying to make cakes.
Yeah!
When you need to make like pies, it's like make something that's not the same as literally everything else.
Yeah, exactly.
Just because the cake is safe, it's like you got these apples. Why aren't you making a pie out of it?
And we're getting fatigued by it too, you know, the audiences. So you got to be more original, and that's why, like, for instance, Red vs. Blue. It was the simplest idea in the beginning, and now it's just like released a new movie, and they're still going, and they're not network style stuff. It goes to show that having your own passionate, dedicated audience is really what matters.
Yeah,
Kyla's all
but
like,
big
love
big
Final
companies
Space.
just don't want to take a risk.
So
They don't.
good.
They want to feel it's less of a risk, the least amount of risk possible.
Exactly, which is, you know, part, like, I'm willing to go through this
Funny
traditional
because
route.
you're in entertainment.
Yeah, I'm willing to go through my traditional route to get some of our shows made and stuff like that, but I think we're also going to be building a model that's unique to us, which is like everybody who wants to be a fan of us can follow and interact with us live like this, as well as like see the development of our ideas, and it's them that really dictate what's popular to and what we work on based on their reaction to it and how much they love it, opposed to this Nielsen family rating system that doesn't really work anymore, and all these different streaming services don't really have analytics around that. It's like we just need to find our own people who love the stuff we do, and that itself should drive it, because look at Instagram, look at Twitch streamers, look at, you know?
Yeah.
If it wasn't the age of Twitch, I don't think this would be a possible idea.
Well, because it's kind of like the whole thing of like the idea of like a prime time these days seems kind of outdated, where it's like
You know, Thursday coveted slot, you know? And
it's Thursday 7 o'clock. It's like I don't know. I watch shows when I watch shows. I guess I don't really pay attention to when.
yeah, well, it's because we have the freedom to now, which we never used to. We were reliant on the TV guide schedule, right?
Yeah. Oh,
TV guide my life.
I was working on making up a Dungeon Flippers theme song yesterday.
Nice.
And I enjoy it so far, but I'm also like, Floor, this is the most like corny and like nice.
But why not
I'm like,
embrace that?
I kind of do, but I'm also like, this show is more geared towards adults, but I can't seem to stray away from it being like incredibly cheery and stuff.
I mean, it's kind of in your style. I mean,
It's kind of my aesthetic. Yeah.
I always go way too adult with my things, and you've always had that nice kind of childlike nature to all the shows you've ever developed
Yeah,
with
yeah.
me, right?
Yeah.
Whimsy. You like whimsy. I think that's the best way
I
to
do
put it.
like whimsy. Whimsy is definitely my bag.
It is like even North of the Unknown. That's actually the vibe that North of the Unknown gives off is whimsy. And if you don't know what North of the Unknown is, anyone watching, mainly Kyla, you should go check out North of the Unknown. It's actually Travis's long-term comic book, and it's actually really cool. It's about this chick who's a cartographer in a fantasy world with her kiwi bird, who's clad in armor, adventuring around this world. But her hand is also a sextant, so she can like map the stars, and it converts. It's just such a cool idea. Fell in love with it as soon as I saw it.
Oh, thanks.
I love your stuff, and that is a hottie. Aw, Kyla, hitting on my lady. I mean, I'm not surprised. She always did. How can you not look at that? That's right.
I can't draw when I'm blushing.
Kyla used to be our roommate. We lived together. Although briefly. Because then we were like, we're fucking off to Kelowna.
Bye.
Oh, was that right before Kelowna?
Coronavirus?
Sometimes felt like it, considering it was always on fire.
Yeah. There's always something.
There's always something. It's fires, floods, or snow, like 4 feet of it.
Where's some good occult symbols? Let's see.
What? Google. What are good
Google me some
occult symbols?
occult symbols. I don't want to go for the obvious pentagram. Maybe some like alchemic symbols or something.
Alexa, what are some good occult symbols? Have you tried the sextagram? Sextagram? What's that? I'm glad you asked. I have prepared a document for you.
Look up the Theosophy symbol. It's like a take on the pentagram.
Theosophy.
Theosophy. There's Theosophy.
Oh, okay. It's got.
It mixes all of them like it's crazy.
Well, so yeah, it's got literally everything on
Yeah.
there. It's got the Ankh, the Star of David.
It's actually I'm writing.
Come on down to Theosophy. We've got all types of different archaic symbols for a low, low price.
Aw, Kyla, those were the best times. Broke my heart. Yeah, it sucked that we had to leave, but we had to take that step in our lives. I had to go take this risk working at Bardell, which then I met Travis, and now we're here. So I mean, it worked out. Although you still should try and come and visit when this lockdown comes up, or maybe we should go that way because we have lots of friends on the island. You never got to go see the island, did you, Travis?
Yeah, I never saw that.
Ah, it's too bad.
I really only saw Kelowna and I guess like a few of its neighboring cities when I was in Canada.
That's
Didn't
right.
need to branch out too much.
And you did some drive arounds, like on your way moving here and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Got to
Canada.
see like, Kamloops, Vernon, Somerville. Yeah, Summerland. It's like summer.
So wine country. You did the vineyard tour with Indra too. That was awesome.
No, I don't think we ever got around to
Oh
it.
no, you didn't.
No, I was in wine like not technically wine country, but wine country regardless, and I couldn't get any wine.
Oh, guys, we come visit yeah, you come visit my parents' farm, no less, right by Fraser River. We can like walk along the river. We can go up a mountain right behind my parents' house now. My parents have horses. We can go horseback riding. Yeah, man. Dogs and cats.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh my. Oh.
Yeah, calm down there, Mike. It was almost Solid Snake. Oh my. That was actually The Witcher. Oh my. Geralt of Rivia.
Wait, no, that's just.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, when in doubt, just make some squiggles.
Oh yeah, and also fuck. that's fucking Geralt of Rivia right there.
Is it Geralt or Gerald? I think it's Geralt.
Geralt.
That's what they say in the show.
Well, because the show's always right.
right?
You know?
Always. Never wrong.
Always. Can't go wrong with the show.
I mean, I did absolutely love that show. You did a great job.
The only thing that caught me off guard was how they illustrated time skips. I had to understand, like, oh, okay, I see what you're doing now because I played the game. I'm
Yeah.
like, otherwise I'd be like, oh. Like 3 times they do it. Like the flag was the only when they changed the flag. And
Yeah, they had some visual indicators of things.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah,
They-
Tyler, you're more than welcome. As soon as the van lifts, you can go somewhere. If you come out, it'll be great. Yes, bring all the puppies with you. What kind of puppies were they again, man? Yeah, they look like sausages on top of more sausages.
sausage eye.
Sausage eye.
Sausages.
Sausage.
Daddy, would you like some sausage?
Would you like some sausage?
That's Tom Green, isn't it? Yep.
Oh, wow.
And then there's what was it? The Kids in the Hall. The sausages. You remember that?
I don't. Maybe I do.
I mean, Kids in the Hall is a more of a Canadian thing, but you know.
It's pretty Canadian. I don't know if you
Yeah.
know it.
Old English Bulldogs. Most of them leave today. Oh, that's gotta be horrible. Well, at least you get to hang out with us to kind of balance it. That sucks, though. You know something? Are you keeping one for yourself?
It's all fun and games until the curse starts acting up.
I hate when that happens.
Trying to make sure it's so hard to like add black line work to textures that are meant to be repeating. So if you do it wrong and it looks too condensed in one spot, or like you miss a spot area and they tile, it looks weird. And
Oh yeah.
you overdo it, and you can't make like obvious details that are super obvious, like stamps and stuff. Oh, what you it's up in the pain. Not my lab, it's all right. Well, I mean, labs are superior in my opinion. I love labs. Retrievers too. Nothing beats our pop Serenity though. Okay.
Haha.
Whatever else. Oh, Nat's got the jelly filler killer there popping out of the portal.
Jellyfish killer.
Yeah, we call him the JFK for short.
No.
Oh, dude, that dragon head is coming along great.
Yeah, he's
Ooh, yeah, that is
he's fine.
nice.
Zoom in on that for me, and then wait 30 seconds so the stream can catch up.
This guy, the sketchy head.
No, it looks great though. Are you basing it off an actual dragon
Yeah.
from like the monster manual, or are you just making up your own version?
I have like Google pulled up with like all these different dragonborn, and then I'm gonna have to add more tentacles.
Are those kind of like the whiskers of like a Chinese dragon style?
Yeah, but they're also like reminiscent of Cthulhu, like
Yeah,
yeah.
Oh
that's
yeah,
pretty
it's
rad.
got some of that. Yeah, yeah.
I like it a lot. I like it a lot. She is. Yeah, she is, Kyla. What you got going on there, Travis?
Got this
green thing on her
curse,
chest.
this curse mark showing up on Molly. She has like 3 days to flip this dungeon, or this lich will steal her soul.
Oh my
And like
god!
the sun just went down, and it's like, oh no.
I love your sense of humor.
Yeah.
It's like a horrible situation, and she's just trying to do real estate.
Yeah. Like all of her clients are like these big scary like boss monster things, and they're like, "Ugh."
I don't know. I don't like the color of this wall.
The others are like,
It's not bloody enough.
yeah.
Kyla likes your dragon, dude.
Aw.
Looks sick. Or does she mean it looks really sick? Maybe
It's
medical
yeah.
Yeah, he needs some medicine.
It might need some help. Don't speak too much about that. I might
Corona,
have
the
to take a
sickly
break.
dragon, lives in the hospital. Might be going overboard here. I'm gonna stop and just leave it as is.
No, never stop. Always take
Never
it.
stop, never stopping.
There's a part near the end of the pilot script for this where they're like, they've just about won over the lich, touring the dungeon that they flipped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but right before like they win him over, like a party of adventurers breaks in. They're like, oh no, we forgot to lock the front door. And there's this 4-person party of adventure, and he's like, oh, they better not get in here, or you're losing this sale. So that's like them watching to see if all the traps and everything they had set up like actually kills off all the party members.
Oh my god, dude, does it actually kill?
It kills all but the last one.
So
and then like,
so are you showing death? Like what's your?
yeah, there is gore in this.
Oh,
Like,
that's
probably,
hilarious.
Like I think there's a dwarf that gets like cut in half with a pendulum. And, like
Oh my
this one guy gets
God.
covered in boiling oil. And then at the very end, there's like this knight who makes it through all the traps and makes it to the throne room where all of them are. And like all the humans talk in like thys and thous. He's like, "Thou knowest thine killed my brethren," and they're like, "Hey dude, this is someone else's place. You can't just get in, break in here."
We have
And
rights.
then, like, yeah, we have like it's our property.
He's a
I think
squatter,
Molly
essentially.
yeah. And I think Molly just like ends up like goring him to death.
Oh my
Just, like,
god! just like talking casually as your tail shoots through a dude.
Yeah, she's got like blood coming out of her mouth, being like, "It's fine as long as you don't have to do anything, right?" And he's like, "Yeah, I guess so." You won me over. This place.
I like it. I like it.
The
The blood adds to the decor.
Yeah, like this place was just a pile of bricks a few days ago, and now it's already claimed its first few lines.
It's a fledgling home.
You know, you could do an episode where you're trying to sell like a torture chamber, but it's too pristine and clean, and so they have to find things to kill in it to splatter it with blood, or else no one's gonna like it.
Yeah, it's like it needs that homey touch. It needs that lived-in look.
Yeah.
Lived in, died in look.
That died in. Yeah, the died in look. Nobody
Oh my
wants a clean
God.
torture room. Where are the skulls? Where are the decomposing corpses on the racks on the walls?
Where are the letters to their loved ones that they'll never see? Dear Margaret, and he's just like laughing at this, this last letter that someone wrote. Dear Margaret, they're always named Margaret. Oh, maybe she just gets around. I don't know.
Maybe they have to mock it up, so they're like, let's try writing some fake last will. Like,
Benny, you
I'm
wrote
sorry.
all of these to one person, Margaret.
Whoop.
That's it. Just
You,
whoops.
you pay me for secretarial work. I'm not a writer. And he's like a cyclops, so he has like really bad
Yeah.
depth perception.
Right. I know, like, I don't have them in the main cast, but I would love to have have a real estate agent in this show who's a vampire who can't get like onto properties without being invited to them.
Ah.
It would just be like, I'd love to show you this place off, but I can't. Not until I get the owner to ask to invite me in.
But no one owns
This
it.
place
I
has
know,
a
it's quite
skylight.
the conundrum.
Ah!
Yeah, it's like, you have to have all of our appointments at night.
He keeps getting stuck with like selling things that have like they're like towers and they have sunroofs and things like that.
Yeah.
He has to dodge from dying as he's showing his own.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Oh, Kyla replied. I'm hip to it, so it's cool. It looks cool. Oh, yeah, she's hip. So that you're saying it's sick means it looks cool.
Oh.
Oh, yes.
She is pretty hip.
Well,
I
he
can
is
tell.
cold-blooded. He is a dragon, so that makes sense.
I mean, she has hips. I know that much. As for how hip she is, that's entirely up to her. So if you have titanium hips, does that make you more hip? Okay. Natalie called it.
More. The hippest of hips.
Hip hoppopotamus.
Hip cat.
And the rhinoceros. Call me the rhinoceros. My lyrics are bottomless.
Boom, 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 boom. All the rappers diss me. Say my rhymes are sissy. What? Be more constructive with your feedback. Where'd you get that preposterous hypothesis? Did Steve tell you that? Steve.
This guy's a bomb.
That's good.
Miss it. Miss it. The humans are dead.
Been seeing Reese Darby in a lot.
We
of
use
shit, too.
poisonous gases, and we poison their asses.
Humans
are dead.
Just check that they're dead.
I'll just check that they're dead.
Affirmative. I poked one. It was dead.
Was dead. Binary solo 0000001 0000001 00001 001. Come on, sucker, lick my battery.
There are only two dances: the robot and the robo boogie. What's hilarious is I have my headphones to make sure the stream sounds good, and I hear us like 10 seconds later. I'm hearing us sing it right now. Do we really sound that stupid?
Sound that stupid? That's what she said.
Yeah. I need this. This is my only socialization I get.
This is why you only get one socialization.
I know. I'll own it. It's fine.
Boo ba, boo boo ba ba. So fucking dumb. What I love about it is because their lyrics are so it's all dubbed down, but musically they sound exactly like the genre that they're going.
Yeah, exactly. That kind of
Yeah.
folk rock.
You could, if you weren't if you were not listening to what was being said, you'd think it's just like some fucking singer-songwriter song. Like no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All about Albie the racist dragon, though.
I'll be the racist dragon.
Get your hand off my tail. You make.
Oh, Albie!
Yeah. For those who don't know,
Oh, yeah,
we're not just a
yeah.
bunch of schmucks being asshats.
Well, I mean, we
Well-
are.
Yeah. Sorry, Mike's right. We are. But in this case, it's not our asshattery.
It's stolen ass hattery. The worst
Stolen
kind
ass
of all.
hattery.
It's like stolen valor, but it's worse because it's jokes.
That's right. Oh shit.
Now I just want to listen to this. Oh man. Did you ever do you remember the song of theirs that was the rap but it's all censored?
Oh,
Mother all the
No,
mother
no, no.
uckers, I couldn't mind
yeah,
she
That's it. It's like,
too many
you
mother uckers.
Fucking with my shit.
No, my favorite line in that is how many mother uckers? Too
Too
many to
many
count,
to count,
mother
mother
uckers.
ucker.
Mother ucker, and then he's like mother ucker, mango,
Papa-lapple in his ass.
papa lap in his ass, yeah.
Avocado.
Oh god.
Those guys. They're like they're the New Zealand Tenacious D. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Tenacious Z. Haha.
Oh, that actually works. No,
There's my
take
one
it.
good idea for the day. All right, and I'm done.
Got quiet in the chat.
All's quiet on the chat.
All's quiet.
On the northern chat. The north.
No.
North chat.
The North. King of the North.
Kind of like an overused title. I'm not even excited. Whoever's the king of the north, I just, you know, who
Can you
hasn't
stay
been?
up there, please?
They're just sweating like they'll wait till they figure out that there's more north of what I'm at right now. Then they'll be like, "What's all that over there?"
It's like the actual king of the north. You're more the king of the Midwest. Thanks for breaking the ice up, though. I thought I was the king of the north. No,
King of the North.
north.
The King of the North.
North.
You can't say
North.
the TH. It's King of the North.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
Sneh. John
Sneh.
Sneh.
Listen here, Jon Snow.
Sneh.
Stop it. That's what happens when the show goes beyond what the book is, and you have to pay the writers to come up with the ending.
Map. Give it on. Just throw a bunch of dragons in there. They'll eat it up.
The dragon decides that he's not going to die, so he doesn't. Oh.
It should. The whole show should have ended with them playing a game of Musical Thrones.
Oh yeah.
Because then it would have really
I know.
been a Game of Thrones.
Yeah. I know there was a Sesame Street skit where they did that.
Did they? That's right.
Yeah, where they actually had like, you are a daughter or a mother of dragons, and like they're playing musical chairs and all these caricatures. And
I'm King Jeffrey, baby! Yay!
They love putting those adult jokes or adult references in Sesame Street.
That's
I miss
awesome.
Sesame Street.
Sorry, King Monster.
Kyla's still watching, chuckling away, she says. So at least we have someone watching. That's great.
Nice.
Yay!
She can become our number 2 fan only because Eric already coveted the number 1 fan spot. Although he hasn't shown up today, so maybe
Well,
she might take over.
Yeah, it's like he's slipping.
If he doesn't show up, then his spot's open.
He doesn't show up for 20 minutes, class is canceled. That's the rule.
Hey, Kyla, can you do me a favor? Can you tell me if you actually hear the music coming through? It's supposed to be playing through the stream.
They're busy listening to the music in their head. Oh no, that's me.
Interesting. Let's start a new layer and try a new drawing. Give us some choices.
Powdered toast. So what you want?
Man!
Butter!
Initially
Dog!
grasped my buttocks.
Oh, so Jeff, I was thinking about
Oh, really? Okay, I'm gonna turn the music down a bit. Thank you, Kyla. That helps a lot.
I was thinking about a character animator and
That should be
doing
a
like
bit better. Let me know how that sounds.
and
Sorry,
doing
go ahead,
like a no, you're fine. And doing like a Space Ghost Coast to Coast type show.
Oh, I love it.
Because like you could do that pretty easily because you literally just need torsos, right? And like there's a guy, he doesn't get a lot of views, which is surprising, but there's a guy on Twitch called Castlehead.
Yes, I think I've heard of that before.
He's got a nice rig. It looks like Batman, but it's a castle. He looks like a rook.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
See if I can find it here. I'll just link it in the.
See, that's the kind of show character animator would be perfect for, you know?
Oh my god. Yeah, he's pretty topical. I'm gonna put it in the chat here.
Is this the first thing he
That's-
came
That's
up?
that's the first.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. I'm gonna just put that on the stream for everybody. That's great. Look at that. Let's see if I
Oh
can
my
make that
God.
full screen.
Castlehead.
Oh yeah.
Toilet
I-
paper!
I love it so much. I gotta hear what he sounds like though. I'll look it up later. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Castlehead! Hardhead! Hard castle!
Oh, I bet no one can see that. I should bring that back up and put it on the full screen. Check this out, because I can do this in light screen. Bam! It'll take a second.
Go from one perspective. Let's see. Yeah, let's try it.
There we go. That's the toilet paper scene we were talking about. Pretty funny. I like that though, the Rookman. That's a clever idea. Reminds me of the Instructor who I made years and years ago. Remember that, Nat? Basically, he was like, he kind of was like a G.I. Joe villain. The Instructor, he will learn you good, was his slogan, you know? He wore like, he was all black like a ninja, and he wore a yellow beret with a big yellow eye on his chest.
My
I think
god.
we did a
nice.
comic on it actually.
I am the instructor!
So dapper looking. Yeah, he is pretty dapper looking considering he's a giant rook person.
I will learn you good!
I doubt I have it, but I might be able to dig
Please,
that up.
please find it. I want to see this.
It might be on a really old stashed away hard drive that's been packed, but you never know.
One day someone will find it in a box and be like, "What is this?"
What is this? Actually, you know what? I got 2 portable hard drives in front of me that they might be in too. Try that. Give that a little try. What do you say?
I'll try.
Try. Try. Is that it then? Let's go. Recognize my drive. I demand it.
I can see your grind. I recognize your drive.
I like the cut of your jib. I don't know where that came from.
I didn't get. I only heard part of it, so I don't know what to say.
I said.
No, it did it again. I heard. I like the cut of your
Jib.
jibs.
Jib.
Ah.
Cut of your jib.
I like your jibs. They're cut well.
It's kind of like pussy on the chain wax. No one really knows what it means. but
Here
it's
we
just
go.
making it
Here it is. Okay, guys, I'll bring this up. I actually found it. I
Oh
can't
my
believe I found
god,
this.
show us the thing!
So I made this. Oh god, this gotta be at least 15 years old. One of the first things I taught was Flash, and I was making character designs in Flash, teaching people for this thing. And so I made this thing called the Instructor.
Oh, where are you showing it on stream?
Yeah, I'm showing it on the stream right now.
Ooh.
Not right now. Right now in 30 seconds.
Right now in 30 seconds. Yes, exactly.
Aha.
Oh my
Nice.
god.
That's fun.
His
Got a little
weapon is a
pocket
yardstick.
Yeah. He will learn you good. And then I actually did a whole comic too, like a one-page.
Are those
little
lightning
thing.
bolts attached to his back, or is that part of his like title, like font? Are those lightning bolts attached to his back?
Oh no, those were just
Okay.
things for the main.
Oh
page.
my
Like-
god!
Oh, nice. Cool.
I can't read it. What's it?
Okay,
Zoom
so I'll
in.
try and read it. I'll try and
Okay.
read it. I don't have any
Alright.
high def version of it, but it's real bad. It's real bad. So finally, my day has come. The day I can stand and fight to preserve the world's knowledge in yet another generation. This day, this glorious day, where my talents could be put to use in saving the world. Oh, how I have longed for this. I will conquer all who walk through that door and bless them with knowledge. Not to mention the pretty schoolgirls that will look up to me, adore me, and I will teach and love them each, wowing them with a superior brain and talents. But wait, is this I see before me? It cannot be. They dare to suppress me? It is the dreaded and feared Teacher's Manual!
Oh no!
Monsters, how could they? For I am the Instructor, master of knowledge, holder of the whimsical art of monologuing. Forever shall I learn to... shall ever... Sorry, try that again. Forever shall I learn unto the less fortunate and the depraved. It is only I who can defeat the stupidity and bring much-needed balance to this seemingly dying world, where ignorance rules and the ignorant suffocate under their disability. I will not crumble under my weight of my destiny. I will preserve it. I will persevere. Tor, nothing can stand in my way. My day of reckoning will be swift. My time now, my place here. But the fruits of my labors, I will breed an army, one that will crush our enemies' grasp upon us and inflict unto them only pain. Why do they mock me so? For this fabricated book of lies. Am I to surrender to their power and teach this filth? I have stumbled into the abyss and fallen from my path. Bring it. And that's all.
Bane!
That's it.
I
This
love
is the
it.
first time I actually started doing like pose dynamics and stuff, so I could build a rig, so I could actually make a comic just by using a rigged character. You know.
In Flash?
Nice.
And that was all in Flashback. Actually, sorry, it was all in Macromedia Flash.
Oh.
That's how far back this goes.
Newgrounds!
Yeah, that's right. And like the head
Yeah.
turnaround that I first did was ridiculous. This was the first head turnaround I've ever made.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, looking back, it's
nice.
not too bad. You know.
Yeah, it's pretty good, honestly. Yeah.
It's got a kind of like that Harvey Birdman kind of feel, you know, that simple cutout style.
Yeah.
I think like just over the years your anatomy like just got a little bit better, but honestly like that's just with practice, and then this already kind of looks like you could still use it. Like just put that up to the fucking character animator, Jeff.
Yeah, you're right. I could totally take
Yeah,
his
yeah.
because I think that's a Photoshop file for the working file.
Yeah,
Presentation template.
literally just like take a bottom jaw layer that's just black with that little gray outline, and then just
Yeah.
make that for all of your vowels, and it just makes it look like
His
he's
chin just has to
stuck.
move, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And then you can do like the light gray outline of like his face, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I could totally use it. 'Cause, I mean, look at all the assets that are already there, right?
Might as well.
Oh wow, that was years ago. Hope my buddy Mike Allen watches this because we met teaching at this school together at VSBT, and that's where I created that character. And it was actually I used a pose reference of him standing at the front of the classroom to get the proportions.
Was it because you guys were reading the teacher's manual and you were like,
Yeah,
fuck
oh,
this?
'cause- well, actually, I got hired out of my class to teach, is what happened, and then they gave me this teacher's manual. I was like, oh, I thought I was gonna have fun and do whatever I want. But no, they're like, no, you got to teach this stuff. I'm like, ah. So I did that comic in class. I'm like, no.
Yep. Yeah. I felt the angst toward
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I felt it in that. It was definitely a trigger.
Alright. Throw this back up to the main screen here. Good times though. It was back when I had brighter eyes and a less beaten soul.
What's that like?
I don't remember.
Aren't you happy? What? Happy? Yeah, I don't. Word. What is that word?
All subjective.
Happiness is a mindset.
I can't afford to be happy. That's the American dream right there.
I can't
Affording
afford to be happy.
to be happy. Why are you crying? I didn't have to look at the check at the end of the meal.
What?
You privileged motherfucker.
Exciting, finally getting this lich showing up.
Oh, it's lich in here.
Damn, son, that's lich.
I'm a bomb ass lich. Lich.
Bomb ass lich. Liches be tripping, yo.
Lich what?
Bitches.
Liches get stitches. I like that one too.
Oh my god.
Lich, please. That's another Flight of the Conchords, the Hobbit one. I don't rap about witches and trolls. I don't
Watch
rap
about-
about bitches and hoes. I rap witches and trolls. Oh, we got called to the Elven King. Frodo, don't wear the ring.
Frodo, don't wear the ring.
the ring.
The magical blink blink.
I know it's very tempting.
Very tempting.
You appear to disappear, but the Dark Riders don't know you're there. They have many spies and many eyes.
spies have many eyes.
Frodo.
Frodo, don't wear the ring.
We're not going to make it. We made it.
Head needs to be bigger. Let's make it bigger. Yes, quite. Yes,
Indubitably.
indubitably. Yes, unquestionably. Unconscionably.
I'm constipated lately.
Oh,
I just like totally got you speechless there. That was great. Awkward.
Hawkward. Hawkward.
I'll just let it be a mystery how serious I was about that.
I know it's very tempting.
Smoothing too high in Toon Boom.
Oh, yep.
The level of
you're
smoothing
still
is
holding-
too damn high.
Completely changing my lines. Travis knows my pain.
Oh yeah, it's a double-edged sword. Yeah,
You got it just right. It's the Goldilocks zone.
it sure is.
Same with Illustrator. To be fair.
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 Fucking love that show. I didn't ever think I would like that show, and then I watched the shit out of it.
Did you see the small little animation shit that they put out?
Yeah,
for it?
it
Little
wasn't
Kenny.
great.
It was.
The kids,
I mean, it
little
was just
kids.
Wayne just voicing almost everything.
I know.
They were probably just like, "Fuck it, we got it in the budget. Let's try."
An animation. They came to Kelowna right after you left, eh, Travis?
But did they? Wait, who are we talking about?
Letterkenny.
Oh, right. No, yeah, I didn't see him while I was in town, no. Interesting.
They apparently do a live show.
Letterkenny.
In my car, you know.
Let's exaggerate anatomy of these guys.
Yeah, let's take a look at what's going on over here. Oh, is that the lich?
Yes.
Nice.
Found that
Oh, I
list.
want to see.
Get that lich in there.
Oh my
Oh, we got
god.
Mr. Bubble Pop's face.
I love him so much.
He's got that kind of like, his jaw just kind of is like a separate piece that just
Nice.
kind of flaps.
So has he got like just like fire or light behind his skull, kind of?
He's got like a little drape thing. There's a whole joke about him in Flames later that like, to not overuse that I was tempted to give him like a floaty, fiery skull head, but I decided to just have him have a floaty head, for the sake of this joke later on, but he's got like a little cape thing, he's gonna have big pointy shoulder blades and big bony hands, but he just kind of shoots up out of the ground between them and is like, what does he say? He says, "Time's up, mortals." As the sun sets, so does... Oh wait, my phone just rang. Hold on a sec, I'll be right back.
Copyright
Ba,
music.
ba, ba. Ba, da.
It's funny watching the subtitles, trying to understand what you're saying. You're watching subtitles?
Oh my
Wow,
god,
it's-
I want to see the subtitles for us because
Alright, I didn't know it did that. That's awesome. Now that I know it does that, I'm gonna say random weird shit and hopefully it translates it hilariously.
Baba Ganoush, Baba Ganoush.
Baba Gooey, Baba Gooey!
Schwarzenviken.
Hey Natalie, say some stuff and finish.
Say something! Be funny!
Dance, monkey!
Oh, I can't hear her very well.
Yeah, she's cutting out in Discord.
Sad day.
Try talking with more grandeur. Maybe Discord will pick you up better.
And I'm back.
Actually worked.
Yeah.
My very loud Pokemon ringtone.
Ba ba ba.
Was that you getting news about the place?
Oh yeah, they were just confirming my
Oh.
virtual tour tomorrow. Yeah.
You want a virtual tour? We're trying to get this done before it burns down. So right.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Let's see. I was worried that they were like the place that you're interested in just sold. I was like, no.
We're on a fire sale, as in it's on fire.
It's doing this weird. It does this particular apartment. I guess I haven't apartment hunted it that much, but there's a thing where like if you want to reserve a room for like a few months later, it starts adding on. It just basically starts increasing the rent.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, you want it for August? Well, we're just gonna add an extra $200 a month, and I'm just like,
Is this a
I'll
college
wait.
town for you?
Not for me, no. I went to college at Memphis,
Yeah, I was just saying.
but
no,
there's a college nearby.
Yeah, so that they do that to college students.
That's
that
a dick
explains it.
move, guys. Holy shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they do
You're
that.
already gouging them in the education industry. Come on.
Dude, there's no breaks. Don't come on.
Oh, I know, no. So there's no
Pull
break-
yourself up by your
there's
own
no morality or
bootstraps.
ethics in your business. That's the problem.
What are these things that you are speaking of?
Morality? Ethics? No way. Consumer rights?
We are struggling to pass another $1,200 check. Meanwhile, every other country, $2,000.
Every month. Me and Natalie are currently earning $4,000 a month because of that by Canada. But I mean, it still doesn't cost a living in Vancouver. It still doesn't cover all our fucking bills.
Yeah, so imagine $1,200. Ha ha ha!
And that's like a one-time check, isn't it?
Yeah, that was a.
Oh, they're
Ah.
passing another one, or might, but it'll be the last one, by God, because pull yourself up. We don't owe you anything. We don't owe you your own money that you've been paying this entire time.
While we've been gouging you for rent and education for decades.
Right.
So if anybody should have the expenses put aside to weather this, it would be them versus making us do it. Because they've been gouging us for so many years. Yeah. But I mean, that's politics. That's politics. That's something I don't really want to talk about.
It's
creative fun time.
It's not even. It's more just like. It's more just like a sad reality. It's okay. It's facts.
No,
it's
you can't say it
Paula
that way.
facts.
If we
Paula
say it's a sad
facts.
reality, then we admit to this reality, and it stays that way. We need to change it.
Well, I mean, you can change reality. Reality's malleable.
People aren't.
I mean, science is a little bit harder to be malleable. Like, if you want to change gravity, you probably can, but it's gonna take some effort.
It's going to take some doing.
SpaceX is supposed to launch
we still have to
today.
find the rest of gravity first, because we don't know where it is. There's very little gravity in our universe compared to what we suspect should be.
Gravity falls. You know.
Ah.
Ha ha!
Oh, my. Wait, you brought up gravity with that loaded in the chamber already, didn't you?
Nope.
Lies! And pictures of also lies!
Nope. Pictures of lies.
It's the monarch, yo! Lies!
I
and
know,
Pictures
I
of
just-
also lies!
It's just so funny. Pictures of lies.
Oh yeah, we'll see the. I was before, but the phone call, the lich just like shows up. Where is it in the script? Should be in all caps. So it should be very easy to find. He's like, time's up, mortals. As the sun sets, so does. Oh, would you look at this? And he starts like stops intimidating them to like look at the dungeon that they're standing right next to. Being like, look at that! I didn't even know it looked like this. This is amazing.
Like, who did the decor here? This is actually quite interesting.
You're going to Oh.
Oh, what's the interest rate right now? I think there's a mortgage at 4 points. At 4 points, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Mortgage rates are killing me.
There's a part near the end where he's like, you know, oh, this, like, it was a hunk of bricks and now it's, like, killed 4 people. You can't really put a price on that kind of thing. And then Cleveland's like, actually, the price we agreed on was like, oh, no. Fun stuff. I'll put some fires behind it. That'll be good. His
No
entrances and
negotiations.
exits have fire.
I just keep thinking about Hades from
Yeah,
Hercules.
Oh,
His
Yes.
merchandise.
Yes.
you should have a
What
character that's a crow.
are
You should call him
those?
Crow.
Oh.
And he's like a villain to them because he's always slowing everything down and slowing their deals down.
Oh yeah.
Try to work in an internet provider service that's a male chicken and it's a Cox.
Oh.
Cox Internet.
I don't have that here. I don't get that joke.
Oh. Well,
I'm trying to remember what.
three out of
Canadian
like the
called
4
again.
main internet providers here, ISPs, are like dick jokes. Like Midco and Cox Internet, like literally Cox. No, we have a COX. It's pretty bad.
CO triple X. Am I right?
I mean, yeah, at the rate they fuck people.
It's gonna be weird for us at my parents' place because we're moving in, but they don't have like lines run to their house where they live for internet, so they have to use mobile data. So we had to get this like plan for a terabyte of data a month on mobile. But they say it's actually been better than their wired internet.
Interesting.
Would not be surprised. ISPs suck. Internet is a right. Access to Information Act.
ISPs don't give a shit. They got all the money.
That's why I like that South Park episode so much.
That
Oh,
was so
you'll have to
good.
use the package. Tell me more. It's like they have like little nipple straps to like rub their. Oh my
Yeah.
god. I like this dragon better.
Might be able to have like a big spider creature that gives them like interwebs.
Yes,
Worldwide-
please.
Worldwide webs.
Oh my god.
Oh, you could
Please-
totally have her showing up because she's got a move-in promo where like you get a year
Oh.
subscription free if you move in now, like they always do for buildings around here.
The quickest webs.
Please make it what is it called, a jumping spider. I love them so much. Every time I see one, I'm like, oh, little cute guy, come here. They're so cute. I love them. They're vicious as fuck to like things actually their size, but like they're
Oh, yeah.
cute.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you've got these fucking like things that can shoot across like a bullet.
Yeah.
The things their size don't stand a chance.
Scream.
Boing.
Come on, spiders don't need assault weapons.
Living assault weapon.
They are, and they're living as own weapon. He's got kind of a Cobra feel now.
Cobra Commander, or just like literally a cobra.
You won't get away with this.
Damn you, Joe!
Yes, I'd like to order some drinks. Are you guys doing this on purpose?
You ever watch that Community animated episode
No.
where they are G.I. Joe? Oh, it is frack. They actually do a whole G.I. Joe animated episode, and it is hilarious. Super meta too.
Nice.
Like Jeff Winger in Cartoon World actually kills Destro, and they're like, "This has never happened before in our world. Is he actually dead?" And then he gets like reprimanded by the Joe, like, "You can't just kill people. That doesn't happen here." And like, it's really funny.
I'll have to look it up.
Oh,
I
it's
never saw
one
it.
of their best episodes for sure.
Never saw it. It's kind of like missing the musical numbers of like Scrubs.
Yeah, or Buffy
oh, yeah.
with a puppet episode of Angel.
Oh my god, Buffy.
I mean, Community has a puppet episode too. Buffy's a great show. I will always love Buffy. But I mean, I grew up watching it, so I'm a bit biased. But I think enough other people have shown their love for it now that I can easily say that it's not just my bias.
I don't need people to love the things that I love. You fucking fake, Jeff! You fake!
I don't think for myself, man.
You only like things when people say that they like them? Okay.
No, I only admit I like things with other people.
Oh,
fucking say
that's
they-
fair, that's fair, that's fair. I like his Cobra head, but also that's not what he is. He's not a snake dude, he's a dragon.
Yeah, actually, when you had it on there, it reminds me of the Naga from World of Warcraft.
I thought don't they not have legs though?
No, they're just like full serpent bodies.
I know with G.I. Joe they had the Cobra Commander was replaced by Serpentor, who had the big Cobra like headdress.
Really?
Yeah, I think it was for the G.I. Joe animated movie where
Serpentor?
Serpentor, yeah.
God.
He's like a clone of, like, they took DNA from like Napoleon and Alexander the Great and all these rulers and then turned it into a big evil villain. And then they kicked Cobra Commander out.
But
They
this
made
has got my name on it!
have to keep Cobra Commander.
Cobra Commander is the best.
G.I. Joe's not the same without Cobra Commander.
There's only one villain I will ever say instead of Cobra Commander, and that is the fucking Monarch. My favorite villain of all.
And so you cut out a little bit.
Monarch.
Who is it?
The Monarch.
Oh yes, the Monarch. Yeah, very good.
Ugh. Whew, got that one.
Now I'm thinking about the G.I. Joe animated movie. There was in that movie we're gonna have it to where I think it was Duke, the blonde guy, where he dies in the movie, but it was so soon after the Transformers animated movie where Optimus Prime dies, spoiler alert, that they were like, we need to retcon this real fast and not have Duke die at the end. So Duke gets a spear through his heart,
And
and
lives.
then and obviously dies, like he says Yo Joe, and then like does the dramatic death thing, but then there's a voiceover and off-screen voice that says immediately after he passes out, he's in a coma.
That's how they retconned it.
Yeah, that's how they retconned it. And then at the end, after they beat Serpentor or whoever, there's a radio thing over the intercom that's like, hey, we just heard Duke's feeling fine. And they're like, yay! But it's very obviously Duke totally dies in this scene. It's really great. Feel
Hilarious.
get rid of the dead. Imagine doing that in other movies. I'm trying to think of one I don't know, Obi-Wan in the first movie of the first Star Wars being like,
He's okay!
he's all right, he's doing fine. He decided to go back to Tatooine for a bit.
He wanted to be a ghost.
I'm sorry.
I mean, he didn't even really die.
Yeah, it's a good point. He's just a ghost, so he can say, I bleached my clothes, so they're looking extra white now.
Oh my god.
How was it going, Luke?
It's all white now. Sounds about white.
It's getting hot in this little box I built myself for streaming.
It's getting hot in here.
Oh yeah.
It's getting hot in here.
I got a new light, one of those makeup circular lights to help even
that's
out
a
the
good
lighting in
idea.
my video stream. Although
Like the O lights? The ring light?
Yeah, the old lights. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's one of those things. But to do that, I had to unplug my USB fan that I keep on my Cintiq, so I'm whew, a little warmer than usual.
Yeah, it's probably way hotter there than it is here too.
I think it looks. Yeah, it's all very humid. A lot of, I guess not as much rain as Mike's been having, but it got some rain.
Yeah, it got pretty fucking humid out here. It was nice and cool, and then I decided to heat up right when it rains. It's like, God, I hate you. And nature's like, I hate you, that's why I'm doing it.
Mother Nature will be like, slow down. You'll be like, fuck you, and kick you in the face with your energy legs.
Energy legs.
Fucking power
Banana.
Banana.
Juice Springs.
Juice Springsteen for the everyday man. What do you do when God gives you lemons? You find a new God. Power Thirst, king of the juice. Oh, it's such a terrible but hilarious joke.
I need to calm down on this guy's hips.
Yeah, them hips don't lie.
It's like the Chun-Li of fucking Dragon Monks here.
I mean, if there's a lot of kicking, maybe.
The hips don't lie. Oh, you work out.
They only tell the truth.
The hips of truth.
The hips of truth.
Hipster.
The hipster, and he's just hips.
It's all my arch nemesis, the hipster. It's just a giant, much like the nipple monster, just a giant orb of hips. It's like I don't even know what I've been looking at.
In an exoskeleton of titanium hips.
Hiptanium armor.
Made of hiptanium. That's like fucking Avatar when they used unobtainium. Oh, like, it's like.
It's so.
Quite enjoyed it. A lot of people hated on it, but I liked it. But that was too much.
And it's like.
Maybe that's the case. Like you'd expect to see it on the table of periodic table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gold. Unobtainium. Lord.
Good lord.
Lord.
Travis does not
I guess
approve.
I mean, I guess some of the really high level elements have silly names, but usually it's just named after a person.
Yeah.
Like Einsteinium or Californium. But but like unobtainium. I feel like that as many, it sounds like it was a temp name that they just forgot to get.
Should have been hard to minium or difficult to pull out of the groundium.
Yeah. Hard to minium, difficult to getium.
Yeah. Need better radium? I like that. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah. Like I remember on an episode of Angry Beavers, but I think it's probably a joke that's been done in other shows too. But like having an evil villain who's like, deploy the plot device. Plot device. Yeah.
Evil Dragony Boy.
Oh, so he is evil? I'm not nice. I'm evil.
That's how cults work, like by default. Oh.
Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Mm-hmm.
Going to the fucking inking stage. Fucking inke. I like that. Fucking inke. We're doing it live. Fuck it. We're doing it live. You guys are piper down. Ugh, never mind. Whoa, you got super loud all of a sudden. That was great. Right on the fuck that.
Oh yeah.
We got here. No, 0.5, not 5. Holy crap. Holy carp! Real tunnel syndrome. Everybody go shit up. Van Nuys. We were there once.
Oh.
Hanging out with David Hayter. Time of life.
Never felt this way.
In the room. Bow, 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 bow. That's right.
Yeah. You have to speak only in rhymes. Oh no. Yeah, but this like everything goes quiet. It's like, oh no. Oh no, I keep accidentally rhyming all the timing. It's a good reverse psychology technique because they like, yeah, you're not allowed to rhyme anymore. And it's like, oh no, I can't stop rhyming. Oh. No. He's going to tell. No! Yeah.
Monty Python, Faulty Towers, Blackadder, Mr. Bean even, Red Dwarf for sure. Mr. Bean. I just rewatched a bunch of it recently, just like because I was really, really hungover one day, and I just put him on, and he is so comforting.
Not a lot of talking in that one.
No, there's not. It's just so comforting though, because he's just so chill and awesome. It's Mr. Bean. Teddy.
Magic. It's so weird because, like, yeah, it was Richard or Rowan Atkinson. Like, it's a very iconic character, and like, it's very different from like every other character he ever played.
Yeah.
And, like, he's always like this droll, kind of snarky, like, ugh.
Yeah.
It's a tradition.
Snide kind of douchey guy.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
His other roles, and Mr. Bean is so like thoughtful and full of heart and kind of simple,
Yeah.
and you know.
Yeah.
I was being nice, Mike. I was being nice. No, I wasn't. He's simple. He's simple AF.
I remember watching the Mr. Bean movie a lot growing up, where he ruins the Whistler's mother.
Yeah, I just watched that actually.
Oh yeah, yeah. It always made me very like anxious though as a child, just like being him like continually like trying to fix
Making
the
it
painting and
worse,
making it worse.
yeah.
It's like, oh no.
And he draws the stupid like stick figure meme face on it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Just plain old family friendly fun, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of stuff was all about shock and like you know, I kind of missed some of the Naked Gun style kind of stuff too, you know? Jacques Cousteau.
Oh. Is that like the or like the thing where you open the door right before they charge it or something? Or... Yeah, yeah. Nice.
Yeah, I'm doing a weathering, erasing to do some weathering on these black lines.
Guess we haven't talked about it too much, but Nat, you working on that that fight scene, looking good. Keep
Oh, yeah.
looking back at it and seeing all the ups and downs, all the fun stuff going on.
It's a difficult sequence too, because I mean, we don't really. A lot of the stuff me and her have done together doesn't really require fighting action. So, 10 minutes of this pilot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, cool. I like that
Practice makes perfect.
Cause I'm all about that practice. About that practice. Not lazy. No, there's no such thing as practice makes perfect. It's practice makes better. Perfect. Perfectly too, right? You But I mean, playing other people's things can teach you cool licks and things you wouldn't have thought of on your own, which is why I like doing that. Yeah, exactly. He only says that on stream. You don't have to deal with them. Go back to my room. Go quiet. I don't know if it's still on that shot, but the shot of Mr. Bubble Pops falling towards the ground is awesome. The look in his face is just like utter like, what? Oh, so he just like hits the ground, boof, face first. That's awesome. I love that idea. Yeah, so it's like whipping him around maybe or something like that? Yeah, I was like, shut up, I just drew it. Stop changing things. That's fine. Put in my place. It's Unicorn Dick, it's hoof and mouth.
Oh.
You. No. It's more like a sticky paste. Paper mache. I'm paper mache to it.
The Scotch tape.
Scotch taped. Love is like sellotape. Make it two things one. Paper, pencil, pencil, paper, paper, paper. Back to Flight of the Conchords, full circle. I'll call that a callback. Full circus. We've gone full circus. You never go full circus. Really? The whole point was to point out you shouldn't do that. No. Good. A whole movie. They'll shoot the actual movie of that movie he was in. No, that was Robert Downey Jr.'s, I think, name. Oh, yeah. Oh, Robert Downey Jr. was told to apologize for it. Oh. I thought we were talking about Ben Stiller doing the full retard thing. Oh, I know. So good. Such a good movie. Start to finish. Oh, I know. Nailed it. Everything. Yeah, that dance at the end. The credits. I wonder how many times fans ask him to do it. I think you might be right there. Yeah. That guy's gonna go L. Ron Hubbard on my ass if I try and get him to do the dance. To Mike's default, just add a little lightning.
Yeah, let's put some lightning
Just a
on.
little. It's like Bob Ross with clouds, but you know, a happy little cloud. It's a happy little lightning bolt.
Ooh. Is that those like JoJo ones, the stands? Yeah, heck, I even say like Pokemon draws a lot from it. You know,
Oh,
like
jeez.
most, like I'd say like that and like Yu-Gi-Oh, Shaman King, the Persona video games, like yeah, anything where it's like I'm summoning my super dude guy. That's part of the why like I always like the whole joke about like is that a JoJo reference is like part of that's because like
Everything's a
It's
JoJo
had-
reference.
yeah it's like everything like it's such a huge cultural milestone that everything draws from that it's like it's kind of it's almost a joke just to be like anything.
So how
that's
old
even
is the
remotely-
manga then? Because I've only like heard of JoJo in the last year or
It,
two.
it came out.
Oh wow!
Like it was like 87 or 85. Yeah, it was a bit. I think. Yeah, it started as like a Fist of the North Star clone, but in
Yeah.
1800s Europe. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, because it's the whole like because the whole part one is like it's a Victorian drama about vampires, but with these giant burly men.
Yeah. With their kissy lips they do all the time.
Yeah. That's what happens when your stepbrother turns into a vampire.
LSD dragon.
Mm.
Like a Michael Do. We did it together. Like we do everything, hun. Coming up on 20 years together, yeah.
Wowie, wow.
20-year anniversary.
Dang.
Yeah, we wanted to. That was gonna be, instead of like a wedding for us, we were just gonna try and do a 20-year anniversary party for all our friends and fam, but I don't know if that's gonna pan out. Nice. Oh, cool.
Huh.
You don't tell me what to do! Oh. Toulouse. One way to lose. It failed me, there's one way to lose.
He dies.
So good. It's funny because that's exactly what my family in Finland sound like. I remember watching home videos of my grandpa talking like they're on vacation in Cuba, and he's like, down the street is the small little village where you can go to get your eggs and milk in the morning. In the village. Val, yeah.
Oh,
Wubble use.
interesting.
Can't wait to see Helsinki. We're going.
Nice. When are you going?
We're gonna save up for a year and a half, maybe 2 years to do a gap year, and we're gonna travel all across Europe, all the way to Eurasia, and then up to Japan and home.
Awesome. That's cool.
That's our goal. I have no idea if we'll make it there. It's partly why we're moving home, is so we can start saving for it and do like a little docu-series while we're traveling, as well as doing our art and our cartoon stuff still while we're on the road. And yeah, it should be an interesting time for us.
Yeah.
I just want to see the world. I always have, and we don't have kids. We don't want kids, you know. Yeah, I'm gonna take her on a magic carpet. I'm gonna stop right there. Caught myself. Haha. Jeff doesn't stop talking. That never happens. That's why Travis moved out. Fucking Jeff won't stop!
And so he begins the long journey southward.
I like how it's suddenly Morgan Freeman.
Suddenly Morgan Freeman here.
Mainly because I'm old and have bad circulation. She is probably right.
She's right. She's right. You know.
she's right. You know? I like it. That's good.
that meme.
Yeah. Yes, maybe, partially, sometimes.
Reminds me of, or something thinking of, an All That sketch, where they were doing like James Bond parodies, and instead of Dr. No, they had Dr. Maybe. Where he just kept being like, or maybe I'll do this, and he's just like, stop saying maybe. Which is, I guess, now thinking about that's how a lot of all that sketches end up working out. Is just someone doing a bit until someone goes crazy.
Call me, maybe?
That seems maybe.
Nat drops off the stream. Fuck this, I'm out.
No Carly Rae Jepsen for her.
Yeah, it's a day of the week. Haha! Ha! Hilarious. We call that comedy. We created it. We invented comedy. I have made a comedy full of errors. A comedy of errors, if you will. Blink, blink. Use them with my stapler. I want my stapler. I want my stapler. Excuse me. Oh my God, it's George Lucas! You want to hear my Tauntaun impression? Oh, fucking robot chicken. Yeah, no kidding. I think that means that Natalie misses Kyla. She wants her to speak up. If she's even still watching. So would I. That's some gusto. Be impressed. Jeff, don't need to try there, bud. Be oppressed. Be oppressed. Oh no! Oh no!
Nice.
Gave your mom a
Is he
purple
giving a
dragon.
big smile?
Nothing?
Is he giving a big, like, are those teeth there that I see on the front there? Yeah, a big toothy grin.
You love characters that sneer. I'm a fan of the sneer. Cyril sneer. Yeah! You get that reference, Mike, or is that too young for you, or too old for you? It's called The Raccoons.
Oh.
Classic cartoon. No, that's.
Yeah, I think Raccoons was before my time, or if it
Oh yeah,
on
that
a
was
different
that
network.
was like the '80s.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, it holds up to today's standards too. It came out at the same time around like Gummy Bears and all of them. Oh man. They were supposed to bring it back. I saw a bunch of screenshots of environment development they were doing for the new Raccoons cartoon, but then I never heard anything of it after. And it looked really good. Like, probably 2 years ago now. Probably. It's too bad, because the original show was really good, really heartfelt, had great characters, good villains.
Oh.
At least I thought so. Beak claw. Don't even get me started. I was so livid. Ugh, doing more text. Outlining fonts, yeah, it is the worst.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm so glad Mike's keeping the channel alive though, by himself, one-man show.
So like I was looking at a lot of old Hanna-Barbera, like, or very much like forgotten for reasons Hanna-Barbera shows, and they did like one that was just like, it's Jerry Lewis playing a bunch of different characters, but I don't know if it was actually Jerry Lewis doing the voice.
It was just
But it's
some
like-
voice actor doing it.
You're just him doing Jerry Lewis impressions, doing impressions of other characters, so it's like a one-man show of all these characters that he's playing by someone else. I don't know. I'm just like, oh, there's a limit.
There is a limit. Well, that's probably why it never got made.
Or it got made, but it's just like it's it's definitely one of those long forgotten.
On purpose.
Yeah, where it's just like, ugh.
Bling, 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 bling.
Hey, listen.
Hey, listen. You're being sued.
Lately, I've been sitting down to play Octopath Traveler, which is like kind of it's a JRPG that like attempts to be kind of like NES style homage RPG thing, but it does remind me of like how silly it is in old RPGs where it's like you go into some stranger's house. Oh, there's your treasure chest. Let me just open
Yoink.
that up. Got some stuff here. Good. Bye bye. Just come in your house to take your stuff.
Skyrim. Yeah, I spend most of my time just filling up one house with all the stuff I stole from everybody else. Yeah, just bread rolls everywhere and plates, lots of dishes. I had a dish fetish, let's say. Oh no. Oof. Dude, wrist tensing up. Corporal Tunnel, report! Sorry. Oh, good. Well done. Lieutenant Handcramp. Hoorah! And full circle back to Disney. I mean, we are talking animation here. Well, not really. We're just
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about
that's
bullshit.
true.
But animation.
Animation, yes.
Right. Just to clarify, animation.
Oh.
I see your animation, and I will raise you a rotoscope. You mean half the budget? No, it's half the budget. When you're using that much reference, it's totally cheaper than drawing it all from hand. It's used a lot still. Yeah.
Huh.
Because you see it all now. It's hilarious. Alright, I'm going to take a quick moment here just to talk a bit about what we're doing and who we are again midstream for anyone who hasn't seen us before or come in here. So I am Jeff Salmonen. I have founded Twitch Pixel Studios, and I am doing that here with my lovely partner Natalie Harvey of 20 years, as we just talked about. We've been trying to make animation and animated series for a long time, and we decided to get together with a bunch of our friends who met throughout the industry over the years, including Michael Maffrey and Travis Fowler here on the stream with us. And so what we do together is we draw and build our ideas from script all the way to animatic, all the way into animation, character design, everything, live with you guys as much as we can every Saturday at noon. Make sure you check out all of their channels so you can follow them too. I'll throw them up on the page right now. Right now.
Oh, no.
So as you can see there, you can follow Twitch. Yeah. So as you can see, you can follow Twitch. Building them up and making them just as important as, say, the voice actors in a show or the directors and producers, because it's their hard work and their ideas and their heart and soul that are going into these things. So be sure to follow them around and share Twitch Pixel around the web to your friends and family, and keep supporting us and enjoy the rest of the stream. Enjoy.
Yeah.
Share and enjoy. I hate doing the little promo things, but you have to. You have to let people know that we exist. I was told that once. You guys, like, if people don't know you exist because you don't tell them you exist, then they're never gonna know you exist. It's like, oh,
Right.
you're right.
The tooth hurts.
The tooth hurts. My tooth hurts. Two farts. Narrating.
Oh.
Ooh, I like that picture of the mod. Is it again? Is it mod? What? Talking about Travis. Is it mod?
Oh. Or let's see, wait, which character? Or the
Your main character. I forget her name.
Molly.
Molly.
Yeah. Yeah, the Lich is just after threatening them is now he's looking up at the flipped dungeon and is just like, ooh, look at this nice looking place.
Here's an opportunity.
Yeah. It was just a bunch of old stones when he last saw it. Now it's this big scary like fortress.
So I guess the kind of whole idea of their thing is that they take old dungeons, renovate them, and then build them, and then resell them.
Yeah.
So it's a renovation
like-
show too, technically.
Yeah, it's like I was looking around because I was like, oh, are they like they're technically real estate agents if they're doing a lot of home renovation. I'm like, it's fine. They do all the things.
Yeah, they do all of it, all the things.
Yeah. They hire hire contractors and stuff, but yeah. Oh.
Or a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. One of the characters in the show is is a golem woman. She's a golem worker. She's a golem woman, and she's like a stone worker is her job.
Of course.
Jokes.
Jokes.
And up.
So many pieces to outline. My brain is overwhelmed. Whelmed. God, how supportive you can be. You're not doing that any favors by giving me a stronger personality. Thanks, Han.
Oh.
Through her teeth. Through her teeth. Fucking 20 years.
Extreme height differences.
Oh, character?
Molly, yeah, I'm gonna say like I think Molly is like around 7 feet tall.
Well, that's gonna make it difficult.
Yeah, well, a lot of the monsters end up being pretty tall
Yeah,
or
that's
pretty
true.
big. The dragon character that he works with is probably more like 5'7", and then the Lich is gonna be like however tall this is, like maybe like 15 feet or something.
Jeez.
He's very big and very scary. Yeah, yeah. Oh, there we go. This guy just caught up to catch some of the like height differences.
Wait for it.
Wait for it.
That's why you gotta do the
Stay
thumbnail
on target.
two-way, because
Yeah.
you're walking. It really gives you the proper perspective. Like, it's so important.
Yeah.
It's gonna, especially like Unicorn Dick, all the characters are so varying. I'm having a hard time getting the
Yeah.
environments to like kind of work for everybody. You know? But I think it's gonna turn out okay if we just keep things kind of cartoony, oversized. Yes, Canada has a toonie. What's it to you?
I remember trying to buy a Starbucks drink in Canada before realizing the difference between the loonie and the tuning, and they're like, "You need more than this." I'm like, "This is $2, right?" And they're like, "No, that's $1." I'm like, "Ah."
For the one with the
It's
two
actually-
colors in it.
Yeah, they say that the two colors make a difference. Yeah, very good system actually. I do like the idea of having coins that actually have value. Because Lord knows, like we have a quarters, but like that don't do much these days.
No, they don't.
But having a toonie in your hand, you're like, aha, I could get like a Starbucks drink, maybe almost. Yeah, I could get 2 like chicken or like 2 burgers at McDonald's for this.
$2 slices.
Yeah,
Weird.
we sure do. Ah, fair point. We do not.
So you guys generally just round now?
Oh no.
Oh jeez.
Yeah.
Be a pain in the ass. Nobody has in a long time needed them.
Just use my debit card. Just does fine. I guess these days I only use like paper money for tips and stuff. If.
Mm-hmm. I mean, born into debt, so. For being born against my will, I owe the world. My straw man, sorry, he owns the world. I don't owe the world shit. Nobody does. The universe does. I am the universe's bitch.
Yeah, you're the universe discovering or learning about itself.
Yes! Arrogant, observing itself. Yeah, dude. Not the first time you said that to me. Yeah. Huh, maybe I should put my screen.
What's the line? Line. Sketch. Line.
You guys watched any of Space Force yet?
Not yet, but I saw that it was up yesterday.
It's pretty good. I have to say, it's a bit funnier than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like The Office awkward or Parks and Rec awkward, but it's actually pretty docile.
Huh. Nice.
Yeah, it's with Steve. It's his new show just on Netflix. And it's literally making fun of Trump's Space Force. Literally, they even say, oh, the president's about to give his next order through tweet in half an hour. Like, it's pretty funny, actually. But you know what they're talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. I suggest it. And it's not what you'd think either. It's not set in space. It's like set in like all the Senate rooms in the States, like as if they were a branch of government, right? Paying his budget and stuff like that. And it's him, Steve Carell, and John Malkovich are the two main characters. Yeah, dude, Malkovich nails it. He's so good in this. It's not like super amazing, but it's not terrible. Oh, you just gotta find a tiny door and you can be him yourself for a whole day.
Yeah.
Unacceptable! Disappointed!
Yeah.
I have the inside scoop on that. I actually was at dinner with Michael Hurst and we talked about that scene, and a lot of people said that he read the script dialogue, but actually Sorbo was just doing it for fun because he's a super professional dude. And Hurst like put me in my place at dinner and he's like, no, he's a professional dude. He did that on purpose. I was like, right from the horse's mouth.
Huh.
I know, right? I know, it works so perfectly because that episode. He's the evil Hercules in that episode too, right? Which is even better. I actually have a promo for our live action show we made years ago called Four Villains with Kevin Sorbo. He like gives a shout out for us at a con that we went to, and I'm dressed as my character from our show. And I got the voice of Optimus Prime, and I got Solid Snake before he knew me as a person. Hater has no idea. I showed him the video, and he's like, "That was you?" I'm like, "Yeah, it was." Fan Expo like 6 years ago.
Nice.
Funny. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
So you're saying he
I'm
just
looking-
tried slithering into your car?
Uh,
Oh, snap.
One time I was working with a convention in Memphis, and I had to pick, wait, I'm suddenly forgetting his name. He was the voice of, Wacko from
Oh, nice.
Animaniacs.
Nice.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. I had to pick him up from the airport, but I got, like, turned around on the way back.
Huh.
And I was like, oh no, he's gonna think I'm trying to, like, kidnap him or something. Taking all these, like, wrong turns.
He probably had no idea.
Yeah. Where are we going? Don't you know who I am? How much money do you want? The guy who plays. Oh yeah, they're doing a reboot of animated.
Yeah, they are.
Which I'm gonna not hold out any hope until I actually see it, because just the nature of animated reboots these days.
Yeah, no shit.
They could easily do it well, but I'm also like they could easily do it wrong too.
More likely do it wrong.
Or I guess wrong for me as a 30-year-old guy.
You see that HBO
Not
Max is putting out a new Looney Tunes?
I mean, in general, HBO Max is really like suddenly like becoming a really big hotspot for animation
It
stuff.
really is.
They got new Adventure Time on there, or they're going to.
Yeah.
They got Looney Tunes.
And isn't the new Adventure Time supposed to be a bit more adult?
I don't know. I'll have to see. I know like the first thing is going to be like a big BMO story with him
Yeah, nice.
liberating a space colony. I don't know. Interesting to see where it goes. I watched a clip of the new Looney Tunes on Twitter the other day. It was of the kind of going back to the source with making Daffy Duck silly again instead of cynical. But it was him like in a library causing a big like laughing and being very disruptive and bothering this guy, being like, "Oh my gosh, you gotta read this! It's hilarious!" And it's like the dictionary, like at hilarious, and he's pointing at it. And it's like, "And this, look at this! It's like, it's a riot!" And like putting out all these things and like just laughing at the dictionary. I'm like, "Ah, oh, very good. Good show."
Good show. Oh, so warm, so very warm. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it's already almost
Oh wow!
Final hour.
Jesus.
Time be flying.
Time be
like that.
flying.
Look at that onion kitten. Hello, onion kitten. I forget whose username this is.
Oh, it's Laura, Onion Kitten. Laura, hi.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but I remember the name from like one of the previous.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yay.
Hey, Laura. Finally, some more action. Everyone abandoned us. No, I'm kidding. And then we all go quiet. That's it. That's all you get.
You need to stop talking.
That's me.
This Lich is definitely giving me some like Grim Reaper-y. Reminds me a lot of like the Grim Reaper from Soul Eater. Yeah, and Billy and Mandy, like all of them famous skull people. Yeah. My favorite game, the Limbo.
Ah, don't worry about it, Laura. We get it. Pandemic is throwing us all for a loop. I actually woke up this morning I forgot that we were streaming today. I woke up, Natalie came out and started setting up her computer, and I was like, oh shit, it's Saturday, isn't it? She's like, yeah. Saturday night, so something. Whoop. Ass arms?
Oh. Got them ghost hands.
It sounds almost like Pokemon music, but not quite. Yes, it does, Laura. You missed all our sing-alongs earlier. We were going crazy.
All the hits of yeah. Oh.
She's been to most of our in-house sing-alongs, however. Dr. Horrible sing-alongs. Many a Dr. Horrible sing-alongs. Every party we threw when we were making 4 Villains, because Laura was actually in 4 Villains as a main character named Synapse. But we'd always throw parties for our cast and crew, and she'd always bring her DVD of Dr. Horrible and put it on, so it became a thing. So every time we got together, we would go through the whole Dr. Horrible sing-along vlog together, belting it out, my poor neighbors.
Nice.
Luckily they liked us. Laundry day! See you there! Underthing! Stumbling! Yay! That's awesome. What were we singing? I forget what we were singing earlier. It was a...
Flight of the Conchords, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. We did a bunch of Flight of the Conchords. And then we had a couple of, like, romantic, like, classic rock songs we went into. That's right! But that'll be $10. No.
This Lich is so happy.
Happy Lich!
Lich and your friends.
You're right, he does look literally happy. And then Laura leaves the stream. She remembers why she doesn't like Jeff. Fucking, I knew it! No, I'm kidding. She loves my puns. Everyone loves my puns. Everybody! I mean, I wouldn't say no to having my every whim and need catered to, and then be able to be arrogant and dickish about it. Meow.
Meow.
No comment. Laura's like, oh my god, no comment. JK, I do. Laura can't lie. I've heard her say many a bad pun. Lorelai! Oh. Uh-huh. Every time I do my Mickey Mouse, Nat's like, don't you fucking dare. So what you're saying is the only reason you don't like me doing it is because I don't do it well? Oh, okay. That shouldn't be coming out of a human man's mouth! I mean, it was actual Walt Disney for the longest time.
Yeah. That had to have been unnerving just to watch All of Walt being in a sound room, being like, "Oh,
Right?
this is how he's gonna be like. Oh boy, this is so great." And then he looks at the footage and like, "No, you need to fix the way you're drawing this. This is not good." And we're like, switch between his acting voice and his director voice.
I would love to see all the outtakes of the behind the scenes of Walt just doing, like, walk through his office talking to the fans things. Like, bumping his knee in the table. Oh, you know, like...
Yeah.
Oh, fuck! That's just... No. Is it really? What did he like show up on the new DuckTales recently? Didn't I thought I heard something about that? Yeah.
Huh.
I actually like the new DuckTales theme song. I'm not sure if I know what I think about the actual show. Woo!
I think as soon as the quarantine started, I went through the whole first 2 seasons. I think it takes about half a season for me, or it took about half of the first season for me to get
Into it?
to where yeah. Because I think they had to like go through the numbers kind of at the beginning, where they're like, oh, now it's a mummy mystery.
Yeah.
And then eventually they started figuring out like what's working. But it's pretty good. I think they're getting.
They're getting there. David Tennant as
Really good.
Scrooge took me a while to get used to, but after a while I ended up liking him.
Yeah.
It's David Tennant. That's right.
There was like an episode when like it's weird because like I feel like Scrooge is one of those like he's a good example of like if you have a D&D character that gets to like level 99 or something.
And just
like
does
that.
whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah, because there are parts where it's just like, oh, like we visited Scrooge's parents who live in this like pocket dimension in Scotland, and they're immortal because he did all this like weird like adventure stuff. And they're just casually like, oh yeah, Scrooge is like 180 years old and was frozen in an ice
wow.
during the Gold Rush. And I'm just like, what?
That's all new canon.
Yeah, there's like yeah. They just like casually throw around all this like weird lore, and I'm just like, oh dang.
Well, at least they're playing with it, not just doing the same old, you know?
Yeah. There's also
Darkwing Duck,
there's also
yeah.
several parts where they did actually introduce him into the world of the new.
Oh,
DuckTales.
really?
Yeah, it was a really good episode too, because of course the whole thing is kind of a parody of like the Dark Knight.
Yeah, of course it
where
is.
it's like where they're doing where in the world of the new DuckTales, Darkwing Duck is a TV show from the 90s that was very popular, and they tried to reboot it.
That's awesome.
And then like they brought back the original actor, but he turns like evil and like conceited and like I don't know. It's really interesting. They found like the guy who plays him is actually like ends up becoming the real life like superhero Darkwing Duck. But it was funny like Launchpad being like, oh boy, a reboot of my favorite franchise. Those are always good. I think they got like an episode where they did like the Rescue Rangers, like Chip and Dale
Oh,
Rescue
nice.
Rangers.
So they're revisiting all of them through DuckTales.
Yeah, they have like a 90s universe like kind of thing. Oh, they had a really creative way of doing the gummy bears. Cause by avoiding a lot of it, honestly. Yeah. Basically, they had an episode that was a parody of the British spy-fi show The Avengers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where like Mrs. Beakley and Scrooge back in the 60s were spies.
Oh, nice. That kind of works, actually.
Yeah. And there was this whole case about like this ancient medieval tablet that got stolen by like this evil group called Fowl as like an acronym.
Yeah.
And like there's like it turns out this ancient medieval like tablet shows like the ingredients to make this like unbeatable like strength serum, and it's like 5 red berries, 5 blueberries.
Ah, that's awesome.
And eventually, like, the big MacGuffin they make is like the gummy berry juice that they end up having to like have a big fight over at the end.
That's hilarious.
Pretty fun. They also had. I've never watched The Prisoner. Is it The Prisoner? I think that old British like kind of surreal show called The Prisoner. It's been parodied a lot. I was watching The Simpsons. They did a whole episode parodying it. About being on this weird surreal island where they keep gassing you and like have weird like psychedelic backgrounds and weird mysterious organizations. But there was a creature on The Prisoner that's just a big white balloon that will like chase you down and kill you, I guess.
Okay.
Very 60s mod ideas. But that ended up also being in that DuckTales episode where there's this giant like balloon of death.
That's awesome. Well, I'm glad they're having fun with it. I'm gonna have to go revisit it now.
Yeah. I think it does take a little while for it to find its voice, I think. Also took me a while to figure out the difference between all the triplets.
Oh, I know. It took me a while. I like how one of them was Danny Pudi from Community, though. Abed.
Yeah.
So happy for that. How's Laura doing? What's Laura up to today? Besides watching us,
Yeah.
because we're awesome. I know.
We were all waiting to hear. Also, a lot of parts in the new DuckTales where I like, they always make me believe that somebody has died, like someone just being like chucked out of an airplane, and I'm like, uh-oh. But then, like, later on we see them, like, having landed, like, with their parachute in a tree. I'm like, oh,
Oh, they always have a clever way out of it.
Yeah. I'm like, oh no, someone just got killed in DuckTales.
Yeah. Tell that to
Look at
life,
those apples
Mike.
me.
Tell that to life.
Yeah.
No.
Like, it always perplexes me or astounds me. There's a rule in the One Piece writing that like nobody dies unless it's in a flashback. And I'm like, for all those times that people got cut up with swords, and it's like, nope, they're fine. Oh, they got punched out. They got punched like into the stratosphere. They're cool. They're chilling out on the moon now.
That's just how it works.
It's all those Marines that the pirates are beating up. They're fine. They're not dead. Which I guess is convenient because the villains like end up like, coming back now and then. But it is weird that it's like, as long as they're in a if they're in a flashback, these characters are gonna die for sure because they have to have like that dramatic like, oh no, my friend got killed in this flashback.
Yeah.
But if he's alive right now, he's gonna be fine. Which I guess it's like a weird kind of cartoon logic that like getting clobbered by pirates but end up not dying. Yeah.
Round guaranteed.
There's a running joke in this pilot of Cleveland, this dragon guy being interrupted all the time. Which I always enjoy, so I guess I'm gonna keep doing it. Just being like, let's just go show you the power of imagination and blah blah blah, and then like Molly's like, we're gonna show you, give you a tour now.
Like completely disregarding him.
Yeah, yeah. Or like later when it's like, actually the price we agreed on for this place was, and it's like, no, I can. It's. Oh yeah.
I think so. You could totally do it.
Yeah. There's a lot of them though. Well, I guess if you do the main arcana, or the major arcana, there's only like 22. But if you do the whole set,
That's
it's
right.
like 70
You
something.
did. That's because you did a bunch of tarot cards, didn't you, Travis?
I did like, well, I guess I did 2 for Dungeon Flippers.
Yeah, I remember.
Because
you
I'm
doing
basing the
I was building.
structuring this. Yeah, I'm structuring the season like episodes of tarot cards. Yeah, because basically it's like the major arcana has 22 cards, and I'm like, aha, what a good amount of episodes for a season. And like there's a bit of a narrative with like those ones, like the Fool's Journey, like
Yeah.
meeting all these characters and stuff. So, and thus like the idea, these big. This is Travis's big brain corner. But no, like the cards have like the 2 different interpretations on which direction that they're facing, and like so the idea of the conflict or the point of where the show is, like it'll start out in the negative and then get flipped into the positive by the end of the episode.
Dungeon Flippers.
Yeah, so there's the flipping involved. Yes. So like the first episode, which is episode 0, because the Fool is the 0 card,
Okay.
is all about like kind of not being able to get anywhere and kind of like not having what you need to get going. And then like by the end, it's like this kind of like starting off on this adventure and like naive potential and stuff. And that's like Molly becoming a real estate agent and stuff like that. And then just applying that to the other 21 cards. Ending in the world.
You got like a
Yeah.
template, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good framework. And it's like, aha, the tower. And it's like, oh, yes, I have an episode about a tower. Or something.
Big brain giving up.
It's almost the equivalent of like asking a magic 8-ball for advice.
Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna write an entire show based on the answers of this magic 8-ball.
Shake, shake, shake. It's like, ask again later. Dang it.
Your show sucks. Whoa, this is very specific. Where did I even get this 8-ball? It's called the 8-ball for animators. Just stop. Is every answer.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Shake, shake, shake. Do a bottle episode. You always tell me that. I only have so much material. Just do a clip show. Clip show. No.
Oh.
Yeah, it looks super cool.
Let's see.
Spectral arms. Oh, yeah. Is it lightning in there?
Nice. I like all the epic angles that we have going on too right now. The dragon from the top, now
Yeah.
he's got the Jellyfiller Killer coming up from below, looking up at the body. It's pretty awesome. You like that? That's all my. Those are
so many.
This is actually textures
Wow.
for the 3D models. I'm just. Yep.
Nice.
Specific to our world, and like get rid of the flag and make it specific to our world. You know, it's a bunch of stuff I still gotta do. I'm gonna make a list, however, before I do that.
Ooh. Interesting.
It's very patchworky, Jeff. So Laura, what I'm actually working on, these are actually textures that are going to go onto the 3D models in our world. So these are all like the buildings and the road textures and whatnot. I'm actually just going through and adding all the black line work to them, like this stuff here, to really show off the, you know, kind of sketchy comic book look. So that's what you're seeing there. And then of course signs and different posters and stuff that are plastered like decals around the world. Then Natalie, you're working on the Unicorn Dick storyboard still, right? The fight scene between the Jellyfiller Killer and Mr. Bubble Pops, right? Nice. That's still happening, yeah. And then we have Mike, you're working on D&D characters for your D&D group, yeah? And then Travis has got his show Dungeon Flippers that he's working on. He's doing the thumbnails to move on to storyboarding for his show. Yeah, Mr. Bubble Pops. He's a bubble gum machine. with like a German accent. And he's got a candy cane. Yeah. He's got a candy cane dude who happens to also be a dude who has his own little cane, which is also a shiv, and he's his bodyguard. It's really rad, actually. Natalie's been having a lot of fun drawing little, like, the candy cane's got his own little schwarmy mustache, and he's like always flicking all the time. It's rad. Little monocle he's wearing. Yeah, thanks. Pretty proud of it. It's gonna be fun. It will be awesome. All of the animations. All our animations belong to us. Which makes sense because we created them. Hey, Rish said, congratulations, you've received 100 messages today through Restream chat. Thanks, Laura. All your talking helped us.
Yay!
Yay! Yay! Bleeding! I'm covered in chicken blood. Did you guys ever see Miss Muffy and the Muff Mob?
That sounds familiar, but I don't know.
Classic Newgrounds back in the day. God, somewhere around there. Yeah, they made like a bunch of episodes, like 5 episodes. Whoa! Entertainment Weekly? Huh. Yeah, that's weird. But I will share this in the Discord chat. Yeah, I'm gonna share the live stream chat for everybody if anybody wants to go watch Miss Muffy and the Muff Mob. It's a very odd and interesting cartoon. Not for children. Not for children. Yeah, I think it sounds familiar, Laura, because I'm pretty sure we showed it to you at one point, like way back in the day.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. This pose is much better. I keep I always complain to storyboard artists. Well, not to the face. It's not bad to complain to storyboard artists about having characters just doing W poses all the time, where they're just like hands up and like their arms
Yeah.
make a W shape. And I was doing a lot of that, and I'm like, I gotta stop. I gotta not do that.
Like at least put one arm on their hip or something, you know, or like
Yeah.
have
yeah.
it like kind of like the one arm up, holding the elbow with the other arm kind of up in the air, like the W, you know.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Here we go. Here's the W pose. I had the Lich doing it, and I'm like, this is fine.
We did show you Daft Punk music videos, Laura. Lots of them, probably too many.
Ah.
But I mean, how can you not? They're so amazing. The one, yeah, Interstellar 555. Yeah, or 5555.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was, and it's amazing. It's like a musical.
Yeah.
But even their older videos from back in the day, around the World album and stuff like that, were just weird and cool and kind of messed up. It's pretty good. Yeah, any animation fans, especially anime fans, watch Interstellar 555. So good. And it's made by one of the greats who made the Railway Express, Galactic Railway Express show.
Yeah. Leiji Matsumoto.
Yeah, that's the name. Mm-hmm. No, he reached out to them, I believe. Oh, maybe. Yeah, that might be true. I'm not going to speak for them. How could I possibly find it? No, what Google does, it gives you a bunch of shopping results. Oh, Mike, she says your mic is muted to the viewers, I think. Uh-oh. I hope not. Check your OBS. Is it muted in OBS? Okay, I'm gonna quickly listen in on my stream. Hold on. Keep talking.
The same mic is 90% of the audio on our stream typically.
Yeah, Mike, I can't hear you in my stream either. Thanks for putting that out, Laura. Maybe stop and restart your stream. Yeah, I don't think we're getting you on the stream still.
Well, that's weird. All my signals are sent. You can hear me. Obs can hear me.
Yeah, that is weird. I can hear everyone else. Okay, let me see here. Just a sec.
Travis, we really need to collab on some of that music.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yes,
god.
yes.
It'd be so much fun.
Huh.
Would
Yeah, it's not
be-
coming through. Oh, no. We got you now. We got you
there we
now.
Okay, literally nothing. I did
I
nothing.
know, I don't know
I
why.
did nothing.
I just went to Lightstream and looked at it, and it started working. I don't know. Laura, let us know if you've heard Mike now. Oh, yeah, here. She says I hear you. Okay,
That's
there
so
you go.
bizarre.
Yay.
I don't know.
So bizarre.
So bizarre.
So bizarre.
How bizarre. How bizarre.
How bizarre.
Balthazar. Balthazar.
Balthazar. Balthazar.
Thanks, Laura. That means a lot. It really helps. You always, anytime you see something going on, just let me know right away.
I'm still trying to remember that thing. Jeff, there's a thing that'll make this
Easier.
all of our lives
I
easier,
hope-
and I'm just trying to remember what it was. No, it was. God damn it! I should have messaged you right when I thought of it.
Oh well, we'll figure it out. But we are wrapping up our show right now, so I'm going to do my little final announcement for everybody here. So first and foremost, especially to Laura and Kyla who came on board, thank you so much for joining us. It's awesome to see you guys. You guys give us something to talk about. You keep us motivated. So thank you so much. I'm going to just talk a little bit about what we do here and put up our information on here for you guys. Just give me a second. Oh, so nice. So many different ways I can go off screen. There we go.
Nice in my house.
So, for those of you who don't know, my name is Jeff Salmon. I founded Twitch Pixel Studios along with my wife, Harvey. All of us are here doing our art and our cartoon ideas, building them from sketches in a sketchbook to storyboard to animatics, all the way through to production, doing voice acting. We want to do everything as much as we can live with you guys here every Saturday right now. And make sure you follow us as Twitch Pixel around the web on Instagram, on Twitch, on Twitter, on YouTube, and on Facebook. Woo! And then, of course, also follow our artists. This is very important to me because I'm trying to build Twitch Pixel with the new mindset in mind of the artists are just as important as the voice actors and the producers and the directors that make these shows, and we want them to have their own following and their own fans, and we want you guys to be able to interact with them like you have never been able to before as we build these ideas out. So go ahead and take a look at your screen there. I've got our information up. You can follow them around. I'll leave that information up at the end of our stream here for a couple minutes so you guys can go and find them. Make sure you share with your friends and family and subscribe to us on all our channels so that we can get the support going for this, and we'll keep making cartoons if you guys keep watching. So yeah, thanks guys for joining us.
Yeah.
The irony of Mike's mic not working is kind of funny. Not lost on me.
I needed to check myself,
That's right.
not the mic.
That's right. Check yourself. So yeah, thanks again, Laura. We'll see you guys soon, and we'll see everyone next weekend on Saturday. The 13th, me and Natalie will not be here. Mike will be taking on the stream for that weekend, but we're moving that weekend. But outside that, we will see you guys next Saturday, and hey, bye! Bye, Laura!
Bye-bye!
Bye!